Have you ever seen an experiment that looks so amazing you can't believe how simple it is? Well, today we're going to dive into one of the most beautiful and easy science experiments you can do right in your own kitchen, the magic milk experiment. When you first see it, it just looks like pure magic. Seriously, one single touch and these colors just burst across a plate of milk like a fireworks show. So what's going on? Is it some kind of trick? Or is there some really cool science making it all happen? Let's break it down. So first, let's just take a second to appreciate what's happening visually here. This isn't just colors slowly blending together. Nope, this is a sudden, super energetic eruption that just grabs your attention right away. I mean, just picture it. You've got this perfectly still, white canvas of milk, you put a few drops of color in there, and then, bam, with one little touch of a secret ingredient, those colors come alive. They just race outwards, swirling and twisting into these incredible patterns. It's like a mesmerizing dance for sure. But you know what the best part is? You can totally do this yourself. It is so easy. Let's walk through exactly what you'll need and how to do it. All you need are these 5 super simple things, and I bet you already have most of them in your kitchen. We're talking some milk, a little food coloring, regular old dish soap, a plate, and a cotton swab. That's literally it. And the steps are just as simple. So first, you pour the milk. Then add a few drops of color right there in the middle, but don't mix them. Then just dip your cotton swab in a little dish soap, touch it right to the center of those colors, and get ready for the show. Okay, so you've seen the magic, you know how to do it. Now for the best part. Let's pull back the curtain and find out what's really going on. Let's get into the science that makes it all happen. The first big player here is something called surface tension. The easiest way to think about it is like an invisible, kind of stretchy skin on the surface of the milk. All the molecules are holding on tight to each other, creating this really cohesive surface. But the second you add soap, everything changes. Dish soap is literally designed to break that surface tension. So when that soapy cotton swab touches the milk, that invisible skin just shatters, and it causes the food coloring to rush outwards. That's that initial burst you see. But wait, that first burst is really just the opening act. If this was all about surface tension, the whole reaction would be over in a second. The reason it keeps going, all that churning and swirling, well, that comes from a second, much more powerful reaction happening under the surface. Here's the main event, folks. Soap is chemically programmed to do one thing really, really well: find and grab onto fat. And milk, as you know, is full of tiny fat molecules. So those soap molecules, they are on a mission to find every last one. And the soap molecules aren't just kind of floating around. No, they're actively racing through the milk to bond with those fat molecules. It's this high-energy chase that creates all the currents and turbulence. The food coloring, it isn't actually doing anything. It's just along for the ride, letting us see this crazy, invisible, microscopic chase happening in real time. Okay, so this brings us to a pro tip that perfectly proves the science we just talked about. What's the one secret ingredient that can really maximize the magic? It's the fat. You got it. Because this whole reaction depends on the soap chasing the fat. The kind of milk you use makes a massive difference. If you use whole milk, which is high in fat, you are going to get a spectacular, long-lasting color storm. But if you try this with low-fat or skim milk, you'll just get a quick, kind of weak burst because the soap molecules run out of fat to chase way too fast. So the takeaway here is super clear. The fat in the milk, that's the fuel for this entire reaction. More fat literally means more fuel, which means you get a bigger, better, and much longer-lasting magic show. It's the perfect way to actually see a chemical reaction in action. So we've seen how milk and soap can create something this amazing. It kind of makes you look at your own kitchen a little differently, doesn't it? It makes you wonder, what other simple, everyday things do you have lying around that are just waiting to reveal their own hidden scientific magic?